What is it?
I don't know. What the hell is that?
Bring it up, bring it up. Oh. Holy shit.
Support engines, always good no matter what kind of engine it is. As long as it helps your team, it's good. Right? I'm just gonna be yapping about the usefulness of A-rank support engines. Not including unfettered game ball, because I don't understand the engine's effects at all. Let's start with, in my opinion, the worst A-rank support engine, Slice of Time. It's pretty mediocre. At max level, this engine gives 594 base attack and 20% pen ratio for advanced stat. The advanced stat is pretty much useless for all supports except Rina. And even then, you could let her use any other engine and that would probably be better. The engine's effects are also mediocre. Any squad members dodge, counter, EX special, assist attack, or chain attack respectively generates 20, 25, 30, and 35 more decibels and generates 0.7 energy for the equipper at refinement 1, and 32, 40, 48, and 55 more decibels and 1.1 energy at refinement 5. This effect can trigger once every 12 seconds. The cooldown for each type of attack is independent of others. So each type of attack mentioned has different amounts of decibels generated, but just the same amount of energy. Each type of those attacks can trigger this effect. I want to explain more on this part. The cooldown for each type of attack is independent of others. Okay, let's say you do a chain attack and get 55 decibels. Now it has a cooldown of 12 seconds for that attack only. If you trigger an EX special, now you get 32 decibels. And that gets its own timer of 12 seconds. Now you get like 87 decibels. Each type of attack has its own timer that you can trigger as a fact. The engine gives a good amount of decibels and a bit of energy to only the equipper. This engine is only kinda good for starting players, but later on in the game, once you find like a single kaboom, anything else, just use that. Bashful Demon. This engine is relatively good. This engine's base attack is more than Slice of Time, 624, and with an advanced stat of 25% attack, the advanced stat is sort of good if the agent you're equipping it on is looking to meet like an attack requirement to max out a buff you're giving, like Astra, Sokaku, Sana, so on. But still, ER would be more preferable. Now, the engine's effects. It increases ice damage by 15%, and when launching an EX special attack, all squad members' attack increases by 2% for 12 seconds at refinement 1, and at refinement 5, the ice damage goes up to 24%, and the attack buff increases to 3.2, stacking up to 4 times. At refinement 1, the buff it gives at max stacks is 8% and 12.8% at refinement 5. The buff itself is good for a free-to-play option for support, but compared to Kaboom, it's less good, especially since it doesn't give much ER to trigger more EX specials to keep the stacks up. The ice damage it also gives to the equipper being absolutely useless doesn't help it at all. There's only one ice support, and it's Sokaku. The Vaults, a good engine to like 3 agents. The engine has 624 base attack and 50% energy regen. That's pretty good until the effect. Dealing ether damage using an EX special, chain, or ultimate increases all units' damage against the target by 15% and increases the equipper's energy regen by 0.5 per second for only 2 seconds. And at refinement 5, 24% damage increase and 0.8 energy per second. Even though the engine gives ER, the engine's effects are pretty much worthless for all supports that aren't Nicole, Lucia, and Astra. And even with them, only Nicole is like the only one viable to apply the buff long enough to be meaningful, because it only lasts 2 seconds per each type of attack mentioned. That's not long enough to like deal enough and reasonable damage to like make it count. Boom the cannon! This engine is pretty much the greatest A rank support engine. A support engine already having ER as an advanced stat is already good, but what matters most is its engine effects. When any friendly unit in a squad attacks and hits an enemy, all friendly units' attack increases by 2.5% for 8 seconds, and 4% at refinement 5, stacking up to 4 times. The duration of each stack is calculated separately, and each friendly unit can provide 1 stack of the buff. So, anyone in the team just hitting an enemy 1 time gets 1 stack of the buff, and at max stacks, 10% attack at refinement 1 and 16% attack at refinement 5. Though I have to mention something about this part. Each friendly unit can provide 1 stack of the buff. I'm not sure if this is right, but only 1 agent of a team can trigger 1 stack and not more. So for a team of 3, you can only get 3 stacks. Though for an agent like Lucy, she can fully trigger all of it because of her boars being like friendly units. Still, every support agent can use this engine. Best A rank support engine on God.